you know, yeah, we did. Part of that could be because they got a 3-0 lead and maybe relax their hair. But yeah, we did do some good things.
Wednesday, with the lack of execution, do you feel like that was the problem again tonight?
Yes, no question. No question. Same mistakes. You know, some mistakes that from guys you don't expect, and some mistakes from youth. And you know what? You got to be good enough to survive them.
What keeps going wrong at the starts of games?
I just answered it.
When your team is having trouble completing passes in its own zone, is that when you need the goaltender to make a big stop?
Yep,
kind of
no question.
Are you?
It's tough when it's point blank. You know, I can't fault them for that. But yeah, their goalie made some great saves. You know, Newey made some great saves in the second period. Gave us a chance. That's, you know what? Obviously, you know, they're up 3 and then they missed that open net. You know, and then we score one at the end of the period, so you know, it gives us a little life. And you know, you play good after that. He gives a chance, stops them, and their goalie played a really good game.
We talked a lot yesterday about responding. How do you think this team responded when it was 1-0? I know Troy, you know, dropped the gloves, but what kind of response did you think you got?
You know what? Good, Chuck. You know, it's a hockey game. 1-0, and then they get a tip that, depending on how the ref calls it, that's a tough call. You know, from a couple angles it looks high, a couple angles it kind of looks maybe, but the call on the ice wasn't conclusive to overrule. But it's still on the play. It's a face-off goal from a shot from the point that we talk about every single day, and we made mistakes on coverage. And you know, you make mistakes in the league, you get burned, and you know, there's no other way to cut it.
Is that the goal that might have been a high stick? Is that the type of goal that's easier or harder to bounce back from as a team?
I think on a day-to-day basis, a goal, you know, sometimes yes, sometimes no. You know, we bounced back pretty good because we got a goal at the end of the period. I mean, that was big, the power play. You know, we shot ourselves in the foot. We got too many penalties again. That's 4 games in a row. You know, it's an unsportsmanlike. You know, that's uncharacteristic. You can't get under their skin. It's a 3-1 game. He knows better than that. And, you know, we did things like that, you know, and yeah, we made a great push at the end. 40 minutes, we used a lot of energy that we probably need tomorrow. You know, that's the frustrating part is, you know, all we did to make the push was play correct. And, you know, we talk about it every single day. And, you know what, when you go on a losing streak or you're losing games, you always end up saying the same thing. Tomorrow morning in the video, I will show the same stuff, I know it. And, you know, a lot of guys have leashes and we have young kids, and you know what, there's times where it's obviously frustrating, you got to fight through it, and there's times I try to.
Your thoughts on Mike back tonight? After the first period, he seemed to really get his legs under him.
Yeah, after the first period. I thought he was a little behind in the first. But he got going in the game.
What do you think of the second line tonight with E-Rat playing center?
Yeah, okay, moments.
How do you think E-Rat did at center then?
You're fine. Yeah.
When you say that you'll when you're losing, you show the same thing in video. In your experience, especially as a player, what does it take to kind of break out of that and stop making those same mistakes? Does it come from the individual player, come from within to?
Yes, and between their line mates, between all the guys, between the coaching staff, and you know, like sometimes when I'm up here, I'm more frustrated than others in terms of how the game went. And you know, tonight I'm a little bit more mad at some of the older guys to help the young kids out. And you know, guys, you know, we all watch our shifts, we all watch video, and we have a simple formula. And when we don't do it, we give them chances. You know, and then we ice the puck, and then they get a face-off goal. It's the same results, right? And you know, sometimes it's hard to answer the questions because I got to deal with them tomorrow, and you know what? I don't believe in sharing our stuff publicly, so it's difficult.
Last one.
Is this the type of, when it is the veteran guys making some of the same mistakes that you keep showing them on video, do you make changes ahead of tomorrow, or do you go back and say, okay, you guys know how to do this, show me? You know,
and that's why you don't talk to the team after a game, because I was more mad tonight than I was the other night. And you know, yesterday I was thinking about it, and then you look at a record, and we're 7-2 in November. if we won that game tonight with the hottest team in the league in November. So you got to put that in perspective sometimes and channel it. So maybe yeah, maybe no.